Show you this Cedar Summit towel. The towel, out of its box, I weighed in at 189 grams, so it's pretty light for what it does. And I'm just going to read straight off the back of it the details in case I forget them. So it's a recycled polyester pocket towel, extra large. I think it comes in a small and a medium and a large. This is the extra large, which is 75 by 150 centimeters or 30 by 60 inches. And it's extra large plus dry. Now I'll read you the instructions on the back. Not that I'll ever be following many of them. Wash separately before use. It's an orange colour, so obviously that's going to run into your clothes. Don't use fabric softeners, no problem there. Tumble dry, don't bleach and don't iron. There's no problem there for me because I'm never going to iron it anyway. So that's just the details on it. It's in a pretty handy case. You could hang it off your pack with a carabiner on this loop at the top, which is really strong. That way, I suppose, particularly if you're on a hike where you might be getting into some water in the day on the beach or maybe a lake or a stream, and that could be hanging on your pack ready to go. Comes out the pack like that. Here's the towel here. As you can see, it's an extra large, so it's more than enough to dry yourself with. It's got stitching around the edge there to stop it fraying. It's got a loop on the top there. You can put that around something and then push the popper together and you can hang that to dry. It's a really soft material, this 100% polyester. It's really smooth on your skin. I've got another towel here, a hand towel, a Cedar Summit hand towel. This is microfiber towel. And you can see the difference in the materials there. This one, the microfiber one, is almost like a normal towel. And that's got, I think this is 70% polyester and a 30% of another material. And that other material gives it the texture of a towel, where this one here is very smooth. It's super absorbent. It's a fantastic towel. It dries really quickly. Obviously that depends on the weather, if you can get it out in a nice breeze. It isn't a downside on the towel, but the only thing I found with it when I've used it a couple of times at home is when you dry yourself with it, it tends to stick to wet skin because it doesn't have that towel effect. It's really smooth, so you're more or less trying to dab yourself. It's all right when you're drying your hands because you've got it quite compact, but when you open it out to dry your body, it tends to stick to wet skin. That's just a minor criticism. Otherwise it's a fantastic towel. It packs down quite well. You have to fold it reasonably carefully to get it back in the tube that it comes in. It can be a bit problematic getting it back in the tube. You have to be pretty careful. I've already broken off one of the zippers. I've only got one and there was two, so you have to be aware of that. Be a bit gentle with it, which I'm not inclined to do. Yeah, so that's the Cedar Summit towel. Not too expensive, very lightweight. Yeah, altogether a pretty good product.